I'm gonna rock around the clock tonight. I'm gonna rock, until broad daylight. Gonna rock around the clock tonight. Teen years. At about 12 or 13 years of age, Maria, Diana, and I decided to try smoking cigarettes. It wasn't as if an abundance of cigarette butts weren't laying around the house. There always was some, since my father and his buddies smoked a mile a minute in our home. We had clustered together in Mother and Dad's very small bathroom, with the window open, to try out the stinky, short butts. I gagged as Maria tried to show me how to draw on the nasty piece of paper of tobacco tubes that was in my mouth. Yuck! I yelled, coughing as I pulled the offending cylinder out of my mouth. You'll get used to it, Maria said, as she took another drag off hers. No, I won't, and I'll never try this again. Just then we heard the front door open. It was my mother. You never seen such a bunch of kids waving towels, washcloths, and such so fast in your life to get the offending smoke out of the room quickly. I don't know if Mother ever noticed. The smoke smells were so heavy in our house that none of us ever really noticed. I never did touch another cigarette after that fiasco. When I was young and dating, it used to bother me some. My cousin Maria looked like a famous movie star, Kim Novak. Miss Novak was a sultry, ravishing beauty with sharp, bleached blonde hair and amazing makeup with a shape to match. Kim Novak played with most of the leading men in Hollywood, but she's probably most remembered for being in Hitchcock's Vertigo. Maria tried successfully to imitate her. I wasn't half as striking as Maria, but pretty in my own way. I loved Susan Hayward. She was also a famous movie star. I tried to look like her. She had auburn hair, so I put red henna on mine. I did obtain some success in looking like her, but I digress from this point I wanted to make. We would have eligible guys drop in from time to time, usually with no warning, or if dates showed up early and we weren't quite ready, Maria and friends would scatter. It was hilarious. Maria and others would run for the bathroom to primp and to look outstanding as possible. I, on the other hand, would sit on the couch. Usually I was left to entertain them, hair up in curlers, sometimes in my grubbies. Maria should have stuck around. I made hay while the sun shone, took my curlers out, combed my hair out without a mirror, and asked questions and got to know the fellows quite well. The twist to this little story is that given usually less than a half hour, 90% of the time I would end up with the guy of my choice. It wasn't that I was the necking type. I loved to have fun, laugh, dance, and pretend to read palms. If anything started to get out of hand, I'd tell them a story, which I knew nothing about, that would happen in their lives, usually about a beautiful blonde that would be coming into their life. They'd laugh that up like fresh cream from a cow, happy to go on their merry way. Maria, on the other hand, was introverted, not quite sure of herself, and depended too much on her many beauty aids. One time, Maria talked me into letting her put some makeup on me, like she did hers. I thought I looked ravishing until my father walked in and saw me. He wasn't happy. I soon washed that off and never wore that much makeup again. Maria dated several young men from Marysville and surrounding towns. She fell in love rather hard for one of them. I don't remember his name. One night she came home devastated. They had broken up, and in trying to take her own life, she took a whole bottle of sleeping pills. We spent the night, Diane, Marie, Grandma, and I, walking the floor with her, feeding her coffee, helping her so that she lived. I felt so sorry for her. I don't know whatever happened to that young man. Anyway, bless her heart, we brought her out of it. She lived, and hopefully she never tried anything like that again. 1956, Maria and I were dancing in 8th grade to Rock Around the Clock. Maria and I got to dance at exchange assemblies to other schools. Marie was double-jointed, back bends, etc. I wasn't. We made us black and white costumes. They just went down to the bottom of our knees, so they flared out around us. We danced to Rock Around the Clock. I'm gonna rock around the clock tonight. I'm gonna rock until broad daylight. Gonna rock around the clock tonight. Whoop, better voice. Oh well. But we loved it. We got in a lot of things, especially me. I look back and think, boy, how did I do it? Well, I was blessed. I enjoyed it. I danced as an elf alone at my dad's Christmas veterans party. A man said out loud that he would like to take that little elf home. Dad was really upset at him. One year in Mutual, I was a moon girl for Halloween. My costume was blue with glittery silver things all over it. I won Best Costume. Mom made it out of crepe paper and other odds and ends. Fonnie Sharp and David Sampson. Fonnie and David were in our ward. Many times my cousins and I would walk home from Mutual with them. Fonnie would always tell me that if I would take the T off his first name, it was Honey, and that's what I should call him. Was he kidding? No way. Anyway, I liked to bring them out of their shells. Fonnie was really shy, and so was David. When I married Ron, David Sampson's sister came up and told me I had broken his heart while he was on his mission. He was planning on coming back and marrying me. I only went to one movie with him. Oh, isn't that neat, though? And I just was trying to bring these boys that stood in corners out of the, out of the corners. Yeah, dance with them. And I didn't mean any harm. Maybe, though, they still got married. I sang with Carolyn Tobler, Deanna Zufelt, in trio. We sang all over and had the privilege of singing for Governor Clyde. I didn't really care for Governor Clyde. Maybe it was a misunderstanding, but by the time we sang for him, I was working in Soper's Cafe on Main Street. Oh, Al Soper was so excited to have them come in for their meal at his cafe. I waited on them, which was all right, but only one man left me a quarter after all that I did. Don't know if there was a mix-up. don't want to release them from this. I just wish they'd gave me more. I was offended. You know, when your boss says, and you spend all this time getting their water and, you know. Oh, and I want to put in also there that Stan Ashby, he played the horn for the governor. He was a tall, lanky guy, nice kid. Deanna, Carolyn, and I sang at our commencement when we graduated from high school. We sang My Creed. Love that song.